Facebook. I know a lot of y'all heard about what happened to that rapper Durk, Lil Durk, whatever you want to be called, but right now he in a bad way, boy. I feel bad for him. When you get that high in the entertainment world and your pockets get big and heavy like his are, and you see things that you never thought you'd see growing up in some of these communities and neighborhoods that people grow up in, to go from that to having just so much stuff going on in your life is just remarkable. You can take care of other people. You're responsible for other people's jobs. You got payroll, your own payroll you gotta meet. People you paying to work for you. To go from living that good, being on television, going places people knowing you, getting excited when they see you. Just imagine going from nothing to that life, to that amazing life. Traveling the world, seeing things, meeting different people, speaking different languages, going places where you can't even understand what they're saying. You can travel so far. They don't speak a lick of what you speak, and you don't speak a lick of what they speak. You gotta have a translator. That's a lot. You done come a long way when you can go places on this planet, and you need a translator to communicate. And you gotta go places where you gotta get off the continent to get there. You done did something with your life where people paying you to come from one part of the world to another part. You done did something positive with your life, something great. And now, the only thing he gotta show for that right now, as of now, is a jail cell. That's a hell of a transition, boy. That's a hell of a transition. And now he in a situation where all that stuff he be saying in them records, standing strong and not telling and holding your weight and all that, now he gotta live up to that. And he kind of put himself in that situation, trying to live up to people getting on him for not avenging Vaughn's death. So now he in a prison, he in a jail cell, trying to keep the cold of the streets. That's ridiculous. And make it so bad, you didn't even get the person you want. Not that I want to see that dude that he was trying to kill dead, but you didn't even kill the person you was trying to kill. And you sitting in a jail cell. Plus, that dude didn't go looking for Vaughn to hurt him. Vaughn came looking for him. So Vaughn got himself killed, and you got yourself in jail now, possibly in prison for the rest of your life. And then I seen something where they say some of them charges, or one of them charges, carry the death penalty. I know they said at least one of them. Now, if it's more than that, I don't know. But you possibly could be put to death for a crime you commit. That's a hell of a transition to go from. The first transition from being mediocre economic-wise to being rich. That's a transition anybody want to make. But then the transition from going to be rich and going from being rich to being poor with freedom is a far better situation than going from rich to being in jail but still rich, or being in prison and still rich. Don't nobody want to be held captive, and if they poor, let alone if they got some money. So if anybody got children out there and you trying to get through to them, let them delve into that Durk situation. Just talk to them about it. Show them how quick things change in the blink of an eye. I mean, just I mean, just imagine one day you sitting on your high horse, and next day you sweeping up shit. It's just ridiculous. That kid Durk just threw it all away, man. Just threw it all away. Worrying about what other people gonna say and think. And I know it's behind him worrying about what other people say and think, because they keep putting up all these different posts and texts that he was getting and receiving from people in his replies. So what other people were saying and thinking had a lot of influence on his decision-making process. And I try to stress that to my boys continuously. Do not make decisions to impress nobody else, because the outcome of your decisions are going to bear on you to handle. You're going to have to bear the burden of your decisions. Not the people that's pumping you up to do something stupid. Unless they partake in it and all y'all get caught, or somebody tell or however that go. But to avoid all that, just don't put yourself in a situation to get told on. Don't do nothing that's going to cost you your freedom or your life. Not on purpose. And if you're doing your due diligence thinking, you won't lose your life or your freedom unwittingly. You have to move with caution. You have to be careful with who you following behind, or who you even just traveling with, or who you even leading. You got to be careful who you with out here in society. I go for anybody, but especially I'm just trying to get a message through to the kids. You have to not allow what other people say and think about you to influence your decisions. If it's something negative. Now, if it's something positive, somebody trying to push you toward, you may want to give that some consideration. But if it's something negative, somebody trying to push you toward, you need to stop dealing with them people. Because if somebody care about you to any extent, they are not going to try to get you to do nothing that's going to cost you your freedom or your life when it's time to pay the tab on that deed you done. So, I don't know what's going on as far as the people who got caught before Durk and what they telling the people, because you know somebody going to be trying to get a deal, and it's not even shocking when people tell no more. It's expected. So it doesn't matter who going to figure out a way to tell first. That's all that's about. And then, I don't know how accurate this information is, because I haven't heard nothing yet. I seen another video where somebody said that they may have Durk on a wiretap trying to get the guys that committed the first murder. He was trying to get them killed. So he just keep tangling a crazy web if it's true. You pay some dudes to kill somebody. Now you want to pay some dudes to kill them. How you think that's gonna happen? And all y'all sitting in jail. How you think it's that easy to kill somebody in jail? And you want 4 people killed in jail. If something happened to one of them, all the rest of them gonna get snatched up. And they really gonna tell. But they gonna know you trying to get them put down. And if they hear about it through their attorneys or through the news, through their family, that you responsible for any of them being harmed, or you trying to get them harmed. If it's true that you really put out another 3 hits, because there's 3 people that got clipped with him. If you didn't put out another 3-person hit, and if they find out, and if they think there's some validity to that, they definitely gonna tell. They gonna, man, all allegiance is out the window if you try to have me killed. We no longer have allegiance. I ain't have no intentions on telling, and you gonna try to get me killed, I might as well tell. Uh, ain't none of them coming home, but, well, depending on the deal they get, if they tell, somebody might come home, but it's gonna be a while. A lot of people that's kids now will be grown adults when they do come home. Same way when the dude Meech got pinched. That was 20 years ago. The 20 years went fast out here in society, but inside that prison system, them days was moving slow for him. And that's the same way it's gonna be for these kids with this situation with me, Durk. I don't think he might ever come home, but some of them or one of them might come home if they rat. But whoever tell first may get a chance to come home in about 50 years. I don't think it'll be no 20 years. Maybe about 50, 30 years. 30 to 50 years. I don't know, but I don't think that I'm going to make it home in 20 years because somebody died. That's different from Meek's situation. He was locked up for drug trafficking. He may have had some bodies along the way, but that ain't what he was convicted of. But these guys, with this Durk situation, all of them is going to trial for murder and conspiracy to commit murder, all that. But you got the attempt for the one who did live, the rapper who lived, and you got the murder for his cousin who died, and they weren't even after his cousin. So time will tell, and I'll speak on it. Everybody be safe. It's a chilly day here in Baltimore, Maryland.